Right, we are back and we're going to mix up some colors. All right, so first of all, here we have some inline CSS for a type style. So the H1 style, here's my H1, is color black, background color RGBA. Now remember the alpha stands for transparency. So this is a nice transparent, well, I don't know about nice, but it is a transparent color of 1, 1, 1. So any value that is the same in RGB is going to give us some point level of gray, and it's 30% transparent. So let's change that to 0.5 or 50% transparent. Now this is not going to change things a whole lot, but it is going to make it a bit darker. See, there's my preview. 70% transparent, darker still. Now let's change the numbers around. 2. So this is going to give us a grayish color. All right, and we are going to have to pump this up quite a bit to change the transparency. We're going to make it 20% transparent, but you can see just by changing the levels here, RGB and the transparency level, we can change and it'll preview it for you, which is a nice feature. Okay, now my text color for this H1 style here is black. All right, so let's change that. So one of the fun things about brackets is that it'll suggest colors and tags for you. So I'm going to use this Alice blue color. So as you can see, here are a whole bunch of CSS colors that are referred to by name. And I'm going to change it to Alice blue, and I'm going to use a semicolon to separate that. Fine, let's save. And now we're going to preview. Okay, Alice blue, woo! And then we have this gray color. All right, so background color, we were using RGBA model, which is gives us transparency, but let's use a background color of something else. So we'll let it suggest a background color for us. So right now we're getting this gray color, and let's pick another dark color. Let's use cadet blue. Semicolon. And save, and it's going to update it. Now look at what happened here. Our H1 style for the other tag disappeared. I wonder why that would be. Okay, so probably it's something that I have messed up in the HTML. I'm going to go back into brackets and just undo that. And I have omitted, I have 2 quotation marks here, and I had omitted one of them, so that gives you a hint as to what I messed up. So I need to make sure those quotation marks are in there. So that is non-negotiable. All right, let's save it. So we're back to where it was, and now here we have Introduction to Typography. Okay, so one of the things that you can do with inline styles, as I said, they're non-standard. We don't want to be using this all of the time. In fact, we don't really want to use it at all. We're just playing around right now. So, however, I can have 2 H1s with different styles. Later, we're going to be using IDs and classes to differentiate between those, but for now, we're just going to play with background color. So the type color, we're not specifying it here, so by default it's black. So we're going to say color, colon, and I think we're going to make the color here azure, semicolon. Now let's save and see what we have. Oh, it's there all right, but it's very faint. Okay, so let's give ourselves a slightly darker color, color colon, and we think that we want something that is a dark blue. So we'll try cadet blue, semicolon, save, and there it is. All right, now we could also put a background color in there. Background color, so we get our code hints. And I'm going to have it specify black. Save, there it is. All right, now I'm not liking that cadet blue color on the black. I think it looks silly. So I'm going to change it to Alice blue. so I have a little bit of consistency within my web page. Save, and it auto updates. Okay, so now we have background color on the text and we have color on the text. Now we can get really ugly with this really fast. Just watch. Let's make it that Indian red that we were looking at before. And then the background color, let's just go nuts here. Boy, are we going to undo this. Blue violet. Semicolon. Save it. Woo! Nasty. Okay, so as you can see, the fact that you can change something doesn't mean it's aesthetic, but hey, we're going to undo that because it truly is ugly and I don't want to save it. And save, and then now we have something a little bit better. Background color, we're going to make it that cadet blue again. Or maybe even better, we will copy this gray. Save, and there it is. Okay, so yeah, cadet blue. I like Alice blue better. Okay, so as you can see, I could play with this till the cows come home, but I'm not going to. Instead, we are going to move on, and so now I have something that's acceptable in my eyes. I could also write a style for the body tag if I wanted, and I could make a style for any one of these tags. All right, so as you can see, in this type page, we have all of the tags that we've been working with so far. So we have the heading tags, we have paragraph tags, we have a graphic, we have horizontal rules that separate things thematically, we have an unordered list, we have an ordered list, and then we have a table.